Okay, sounds good. All right. NADA 2025.
We're back.
All things Recon, but we are going to kind of recap a little bit about the interview we just did with Jerry Call from the Premier Group.
Exactly. We're going to give some context for a little bit of what he was saying and kind of put an image to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
By actually showing how Engage works.
Okay.
And what's available on it. But I think one of the main things that we took away from that interview was that Engage is not only a good tool for getting people into your store in the first place, but it's also a great closing tool as well.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to highlight that here by looking at the screen. Is if you guys, I hope you can see those that are going to be watching the recording later, but you can see here, am I missing something? How do you scroll here?
2 fingers?
Oh,
it might be the opposite.
Yeah, go the opposite way. So we have the Carfax report, the manufacturer brochure, the window sticker, your reconditioning cost. For this store, they've chosen to have the link that goes to the trade value, and they're pre-qualified for their loans here. But the portfolio that you're seeing right here, everything front and center is all the stuff that customers really want to know before they ever even come into the dealership. They want to find this information ahead of time. So this is a great tool for bringing customers in, because you put all the information that they usually spend their own time researching, you put it right in front of them from the beginning.
Exactly. Rolls out the red carpet. And, you know, like we said, and kind of it's different. It's a different climate, different consumer climate these days, right? 15, 20 years ago, as a salesperson reaching out to a customer, I would want to leave things kind of open. I don't want to give the customer too much information or a good number to go shopping with.
Yeah.
I want them to reciprocate communication, but I think, you know, if I can otherwise get the information from my cell phone, what do? We need to be first. We need to, and sprinkled in there is not just information about the car, but transparency, and like what you alluded to, transparency is not a dirty word anymore.
Yeah. and like you're saying, times have changed that customers, before they come in a dealership, they know it pretty much exactly what they're looking for, what they expect to pay, and
I think the statistic, 80% of your shoppers have already shopped the internet before they step foot in your dealership.
Yeah, exactly. And why wouldn't you then make it a little bit easier for that person to get that information, to get it right in front of them so that they can make their decision? When you're able to do that, though, you kind of take the guesswork out for the customer. And who are you more likely to buy from? Somebody who you visited their website and you got all the information in a GIF and a snap? Or somebody where you had to spend 20, 30 minutes looking for the Carfax, looking for the Kelley Blue Book, looking for what other information you can to try and make your decision as a customer?
Yeah, and I think the kicker, what Jerry alluded to, this total reconditioning, right? Let's share. We spent, you know, $1,400 on the car before we even put it up for sale, right?
Exactly.
And, you know, customers, a typical customer might not spend this money on their own car.
No,
right?
Certainly not.
And here, you know, my confidence just went up. You know, if I'm looking at this used car, and here it is, everything that they've done to the vehicle, right?
Yep.
The AC service, you know, they added window tint. I got brand new window tint on this car, and just the overall maintenance and you know what took place when it went through the recon process in the dealership. So
exactly. So these are records that normally dealers are reluctant to share with their customers, but this is part of what we were having a discussion with Jerry Call about the interview. Was, you know, we were trying to highlight that this is something that if you're already spending all this money to recon the cars in the first place, why not use that in your marketing? Why not make that investment work for you rather than just have it be thrown away? So the way that I like to put it is, and Bobby, you let me know if you've got a better word track for this, but I've always said that no matter what value you see there in that box, in that reconditioning cost box right there, if it's low, you can sell the value of the vehicle. You can say it came in practically brand new.
It was a clean car. We
didn't have to do anything. Exactly. You know, barely any evidence that it was ever used in the first place. If it's a high value, you can sell the value of your service department. You can say, we spent the time necessary.
I have a new water pump. I got a new timing belt. This was fixed, and right, new tires, new brakes.
Yeah.
I got a long time driving this car, even though it could be 5 years old, before I'm going to need something again. Right?
Exactly. So the customer has that peace of mind that buying from you when they take that car off the lot, they're not going to have to bring it back to any service department
Right.
for at least another 6 months to a year, depending on how the maintenance schedule for that car.
Right.
Whereas with someone who's not willing to offer this level of transparency, you just cannot get the same level of security and transparency.
Sure.
So I think that this is a tool that is a little underrepresented among all the features and tools that we do have available. I think this is something that dealers could really benefit from. So I wanted to use at least some of our time with the podcast here at NADA to really feature Engage, because I think it's a tool that people are they're not recognizing just how much value this could bring to their used car department.
Yeah, and it speaks for itself. I guess the next big challenge is how does your sales team in a dealership get this into the customer's hands?
Right, exactly, and that's something that we went over with Jerry as well. But with Engage, we make it very simple. It's just on the CRM that your salespeople are using every day.
Yeah, and from the retail spread, we do have the button, the badge that we put on the website.
Right.
Where any customer, surfing your website can click on it and get this information.
That's true.
But then the other flip side of that is it's kind of a digital showroom and a professional follow-up tool.
Was it on the website here?
And I like to say, yeah, it is. It should be. Or if you want to shoot over to Wesley Chapel Toyota, I know it will be on their website.
We're on there.
Oh, we are. Okay. It's on their other page, their front page.
On the search.
Yeah, so clicking on it from the website and going it to generically, or hey, you've submitted a lead, or you've been, a perfect example is you come in, what percentage of customers that come into your dealership do not buy on the first visit, right? So you're going to get a lot of that. You're going to get people coming in, stroking you, kicking tires, and what are they leaving with? Not your car.
Right.
A good number to go shopping with, right? So, this is a perfect thing that we can put this right into your CRM, okay? And as long as you got a customer attached, a vehicle attached, and an email, that template that you choose, we call it the Velocity Engage template. You can do e-lead, right, and all the other CRMs. Choose it, it automatically fetches the vehicle information, says hello to your customer. When your customer clicks on that button, they automatically get enrolled in price change alerts, right?
Yep.
You as a salesperson get a notification that they opened it, and then a few minutes later you go in and you can see the interactions with the portfolios. I can tell that the customer opened it, and then you're going to be able to pull up a heat map of everything that the customer clicked on when they opened up your portfolio, right?
Yeah.
So whether that was the window sticker, or well, hey, was it, look at $4,500, click on that reconditioning, $4,500 reconditioning on this car. It's got a new battery, a whole bunch of stuff. New tires. I mean, this is huge, especially you're buying a BMW used, the dealership spent $4,000 on it before they decided to sell it, right? So,
and this is really what makes it a powerful closing tool at the end of the day, is being able to offer that transparency, being able to offer that value and build the value for the customer, making sure that what you normally saw as an expense is now an investment.
Right. And like you said, it's a level of confidence, the confidence factor that you are building into your interaction with the customer is really what sells this deal here. So.
Yeah.
But and I'm sorry, I don't mean to step on you, but yeah, the fact that it's built right into the CRM, that's where you want your salespeople to be anyway. One-stop shop. You don't. Some of the other competing tools, you got to go into their website, you got to pull up the car, boom, you're sending it out separately.
They have their own.
There's no record
showroom
in the CRM that you have sent that out, right? So this is kind of just puts everything in one spot.
Yeah.
It shows that you sent it out, puts the professional back into the professional follow-up, right? The benefit to the customer. Like I said, it takes the suck out of the follow-up, right? I'm a salesperson. There are lots of things that salespeople have to do to be successful that they do not like to do.
Yeah.
This just takes the bite out of it, right? That
makes it easy.
Gives them that nudge. I could be a little bit psychic if I knew what you opened and what you looked at as a customer. That's a whole different conversation. I can steer the conversation. I am all of a sudden a little bit psychic, and you can just kind of, and then at the as far as the customer is concerned, you're the best sales guy on the planet.
Exactly. Yep. So this is this heat map can show you what your customers are focusing on, where their attention is going.
This is perfect. I would love to know if my customer was interested in not just this car.
Right.
He's open. He's open to other models.
Exactly.
Right?
So down here we have similar vehicles. The heat map is showing that this is something that our customer clicked through quite a bit before they probably arrived on another Engage portfolio.
And they always tell you to have a B car in the sales business, right? You're selling, you got the car, but okay, if that doesn't work out,
that falls through.
B car. Well, here's a B, a C, a D, an E, right? Here's a whole bunch of cars in our inventory that could be the plan B if the first one doesn't work out, right?
Exactly. So this could be great. We mentioned in the CRM, a lot of our dealers just have this as an automatic responder. As soon as they get a used car lead in, this portfolio goes out. And the reason for that, obviously, is all the reasons we listed. But another big thing is that advantage you get from the heat map, right? So as soon as I get a used car lead, if I shoot out this portfolio to them, I'm going to have access to that heat map as well. So I already kind of know ahead of time, before my customer ever arrives at the dealership, what kind of car they're looking for, what are the most important things about the car for them, and how can I steer that conversation to make sure that they're going to stay and that we're eventually going to close this deal.
Right. Great point. And additionally on that dashboard too, you can kind of get a measure or get a gauge of how hot your car is, right? You can open up the engagements and the opens and how many opens. And I love the fact that right here on this dashboard, if the customer opened it, here's the email. You can sort by salespeople. Here's the salesperson that sent it out to this person, right?
Yeah.
And as a sales manager, I'm managing a sales team. I'm managing a team of people who, and like I said, in order to be successful, they have to do things that are, that they don't like to do. Well, here is my report card. Here's, everything, every portfolio that's been interacted with, and who sent it out, and which customer opened it. So this is huge information.
Yeah, and this gives you the full breakdown of all of your engagements so far right here on the dashboard. Yeah. And so if you're one of our clients or customers who has access to Velocity Recon, Rapid Recon, Engage is something you might want to consider on adding, because it can really take you, we already have tools to help you get the cars to the front line fast. Now we're going to get you a tool that's going to help you sell the cars faster as well.
Right. And then we sprinkle in this thing called a window sticker tool, right?
Right, yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about that since we're on the subject, and we actually have a website open right now we can use as an example.
And Jerry kind of, he highlighted as well, it's not just a function of, for your customer knowing what the vehicle's equipped with.
Right.
If you, like I said, work for a Toyota store, we're not experts on the off-brands. I don't know a damn thing about a Chevy, a Hyundai, right? But here I can pull the window sticker on that vehicle, and I can educate myself before the customer even comes in on that car.
Right.
And that's, keep yourself out of the catch bag with, does it even have Apple CarPlay? Does it have this? Does it have the premium sound system? Click, open up the window sticker, and you're there.
Yeah, and every time I've shown this to a salesperson, especially an experienced salesperson, they immediately jump out of their seat. They're so excited that they can now, without having to run out to the lot, check what a car has, what did it come with, what was its standard features, what did this particular car come with. So that's what we're going to show here. For those of you who maybe seen this for the first time, this is through a Chrome extension that we sell, and essentially what it allows you to do is you'll have anywhere you see online, you'll see these VIN numbers.
Well, we don't sell the Chrome extension; it's included.
Well, right. Well, I guess exactly.
It's free.
It's free with your purchase of the Velocity Engage.
Right. We built it, and it's really cool. You're about to show us this.
Well, so
what you purchase is the ability to pull the window sticker.
That's right. There we go. So when you click on the VIN number here, this will actually allow you to then multitude of options. We're going to focus on the window sticker here, but then keep in mind, if you have our product, this is anywhere online. You can go to a competitor's website. Yeah. So if you've got a customer in front of you,
I love it,
who's claiming, hey, down the road I found this car for $400 less or whatever, you can look and see, is that actually the same car?
That happens all the time. The customer's going to come in because they have all the knowledge known to mankind in the palm of their hand. They've already shopped the other dealership.
Yeah.
They know what they're selling for. Well, this dealership down the street's $2,000 cheaper.
Yeah.
And now you go, let's go to that website, pull up their car, pull up the window sticker. Oh yeah, it's got leather, or it's the the L package, or
it doesn't have the heated seats you were looking for.
There you go.
It doesn't have the CarPlay that you were looking for. And here's a great example of a window sticker for a Jeep Grand Cherokee 2022. this is not only going to show us the MSRP for the vehicle, it's going to show us all the standard equipment and then any options that were added as well. So this was published, and as I understand, as soon as this car came out of the factory, when it was ready to be delivered.
Yeah, this is the original Monroney in this case. Yeah.
Exactly. And so this is a big game changer. If you're an auction buyer, if you're a used car manager, if you're a salesperson.
There, you stole my thunder a little bit. So yeah, sales enablement, it makes your salespeople rock stars on the off-brands. So
right.
We get that.
Exactly.
And it also keeps them out of the catch bag, from not being pinned up against a dealership down the street.
Yeah.
That might, it's cheaper because buyers can be liars.
Right.
But here you go, you prove them wrong, and then let's scale it back a little bit. Customer comes in, you got a car that's coming in on trade, they can pull up the window sticker and they know how that car, what trim level it is, how it's equipped. And regardless of what the customer might tell you, right, you don't get caught into missing that trade. And then furthermore, take it even a step further, there are some finance departments that have this tool so they can make sure the cars are booked out right.
Right.
When they, you got to write a loan on this vehicle, you want to make sure you got the bank wants the correct trim level, the correct equipment, so they can properly value the car.
Exactly. Yeah. So I guess I've been surprised in the past at just how popular this tool is throughout dealerships, and all the different reasons somebody would want to have that OEM window sticker, but. This is a great tool for that because, like we just showed, it's very simple to utilize.
Another thing too, let's say like a BMW. BMWs, Hondas and Acuras are known to be difficult. We get them all day long. We have the best percentage of capture in the market out of any window sticker tool, especially if we can find a BMW. If you can pull up a BMW, I'd like to show you the packages. You might have it if you go on.
Yeah, we'll probably have to search. Yeah,
but vehicles that are just known to have tons of packages where they're always getting caught. There you go. You got a BMW right there. And even Porsche, right? Porsche, BMW, Hondas, Acuras. Just known for being difficult to get. So there you go.
Yeah, and so the same way here. You guys can see how convenient this is. You click on the VIN number, and then you have the option to get the window sticker. And then here's our window sticker.
Yeah, and you see on the right-hand side of that screen with all the packages, right?
Right.
You would have to go out, to the car to figure this stuff out, and BMWs are especially challenging with that. So
yeah, it would probably be, if you didn't know what you were looking for, harder to figure out, even if you're right in front of the car, what's all available. If you just have this list right in front of you, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. And then yet another step, dealerships utilize this to put their descriptions in the Viato for their website. Right.
I've seen that before as well. Yeah. But I think that's a pretty good analysis of Engage and all that it offers.
Right.
I hope that more customers will take advantage of this.
Yep. So it's kind of a digital showroom.
Yeah.
It puts the professional back into the professional follow-up.
Exactly.
It helps salespeople land the customer on the right car the first time.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than working a customer for 2-3 hours only to find out you're on the wrong car.
Yeah.
And then you got to flip cars.
Yeah.
And then they're there for another 3 or 4 hours, and nobody wants to spend 12 hours in a dealership figuring out what car to buy. So it solves a lot of problems. It bridges the gaps. It rolls out the red carpet to the customer. Keeps the salespeople well informed. Keeps the managers well informed when they're appraising vehicles.
Yeah.
It's just it goes on and on.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a no-brainer.
Absolutely. Well, I guess we adjourn there. Or
We adjourn here and we wrap it up for the Velocity Engage. Reach out if you guys have any questions about Velocity Engage,
Absolutely.
window stickers, and what it can do for your dealership.
Yep.